Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Allah tells us not to give up on others so easily. In Surah Al-A'raf, chapter 7, verse 164, Allah tells us about the children of Israel in the past. It says, وَإِذْ قَالَتْ أُمَّةٌ مِّنْهُمْ لِمَ تَعِظُونَ قَوْمًا اللَّهُ مُهْلِكُهُمْ أَوْ مُعَذِّبُهُمْ عَذَابًا شَدِيدًا. He says, remember when there was a group among these people, the children of Israel, and they said, why are you warning people whom Allah is already about to destroy them? He's going to punish them severely. قَالُوا مَعْذِرَةً إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ وَلَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَّقُونَ. He says, we're doing that so that we can have an excuse before your Lord, and hopefully they will become mindful, meaning they'll change. So this verse is talking about a group of children of Israel in the past who violated the command of the Sabbath. The Sabbath was a day on Saturday where they're not supposed to be working. And what happened was that there were fishermen in this village. And the fish used to come mostly on Saturday, the day that they're not supposed to be working. And they're like, all the fish that we want, they're coming on Saturday, we're not supposed to be working. So what happened was one group came up with this idea, and they said, we're going to come up with this trick where we can leave the nets there. So we're catching all these fish that are coming, and we'll pretend like it's not really us doing any work. We didn't technically do any work. So they played a little trick, thinking that they can like somehow trick Allah, not realizing that Allah is actually putting them to the test. So what happened is that these were the people who violated the command of the Sabbath. Okay, these are the clearly sinful people. But then the people who didn't do that, they fell into two groups. One of them said, you know what, why should we even warn them? These people are lost, they're gone, they're so messed up. Their Islam is like, they don't have Islam in their life. Look what they're doing, they're horrible people. Not even warn them. And the other one, they're responding and say, no, we need to tell our brothers and sisters that they're doing something wrong. So among the people who were being obedient, they're not disobedient to Allah, they fell into two groups. One of them says, we're not even going to warn you. And so they started telling the other group of people, why are you even talking to them? These people are so far away from Allah, they're so messed up, don't even bother, Allah is going to destroy them. And the second group, or technically the third group, their response is, we are only going to tell them for two reasons. Number one, we have an excuse in front of Allah. Oh Allah, we tried. We tried to warn them, we did our part. And number two, maybe they'll change. Maybe our words will work, right? So it didn't work, but actually this should always be our case. If we're dealing with someone, they're like, I don't care, I'm going to drink alcohol. I don't care, I'm Muslim, but I'm gonna gamble. I don't care. I'll pray, but I'll gamble. I'll do like half of Islam. I'll practice 50% Islam. You're going to find some people who are like, why are you doing that, man? Don't even waste your time with them. They're so far gone. There is no point of wasting your time. But actually, Allah wants us to be like that third group. Allah wants us to be among the people who says, no, we're going to warn them. We're going to say something. So at least we did our job and we have an excuse in front of Allah. And maybe they will change. You don't know who's going to change. Our job is to convey the message. Our job is to do our part. We leave the results up to Allah. So never give up on anyone. Make sure you do your job, you do your part, and you leave the results up to Allah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us implement this in our lives. Ameen.